The rim is back, the racket back. I just got home from work, and boy, do we have some more trades. And there's likely going to be more tonight. Um, I'll get into those in the future, but by the title of this video, and you already know because I'm an hour behind, shout out work. Um, Anthony Davis was traded to, hold on, I'll read the whole trade. The Dallas Mavericks are trading 10-time NBA All Star Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum to the Washington Wizards for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley III, two first round picks, and three second rounders. It says that the first round picks that they're getting is a 2026 Thunder first round pick and a 2030 protected Warriors first round pick in the deal from the Wizards, along with second rounders in 2026 Phoenix pick, 2027 Chicago, and 2029 Houston. So those are all the picks. That's what happened. Here's my thoughts. Initially, I thought I don't really like it for the Wizards. I've loved a lot of the moves that they've made. A lot of the quote unquote bad teams have been making good moves as of recently. Like the Hornets drafted really well. Um, I like the Wizards, what the Wizards are putting together. I like their young core. I like the Trae Young trade that I haven't talked about because, well, it's really far in the past now. But the Trae Young trade, loved it. Um, yeah, I really like the moves that these teams are making. This one, when I first saw it, though, I was like, I don't really like it because Alex Sarr has been balling this season. And I know that you could run Alex Sarr and AD together, but at the same time, like, which is, I'm tripping, I'm fumbling over words. At first, I thought, you could run them together, but what about the rest of your guys? Trey Johnson, Keyshawn George, Bilal Kalabali, all those other guys that you're going to have to, feed minutes to. Plus, I thought at the time I was thinking Anthony Davis, what if he stunts the growth of Alex Sarr because he's not going to get as many touches as he would have if it was just him, Trae Young, and the other supporting cast. Now you have to feed Anthony Davis. And yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think I actually don't mind the trade for them. I do still kind of question the Alex Sarr growth now because, again, Alex Sarr has just been phenomenal. He's like A plus defender. His offensive game's coming around. He's just really good. And I was really excited to see him and Trae Young together next season. A guy that in Trae Young who could get his own, but is also an astounding playmaker. Um, so yeah, but Anthony Davis. If there's one thing about Anthony Davis and Alex Sarr, is I think Anthony Davis is going to be the perfect mentor for Alex Sarr. Um, I think he's just the guy. Like how 2K has the player mentorship thing that isn't very good. This is a good pairing, and I love it a lot. Outside of that, though, with the my only concern being Alex Sar's stunt, I think um, they are finally pushing forward out of their rebuild. Next they can have Anthony Davis not play for the rest of the season, just chill, maybe even still end up with a top 3, top 5 pick. Um, and yeah, just see what happens. If you get a top pick again, you still have guys on your roster that you could trade away, like Bilal Kalabali, um, Jaden Hardy, maybe even. Personally, looking at this trade again, I don't think D'Angelo Russell is going to stay on the Wizards. I think maybe they try to flip him for literally, a second, get some more draft. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they do keep D'Angelo Russell. Who am I? Who am I? Dante Exum, you know? But for the Dallas side, I do like what they got, but I also don't. Does that make sense? So they got 5 picks for Anthony Davis, and they got AJ Johnson, which is the young guy, but it's not what they were initially asking for, which is like a young building block. I'm not saying AJ Johnson's not a building block, but he's not like, you know, who they were searching for. But then again, they get the 2 first round picks and 3 second rounders, which you already know what they are. One of the first round picks was protected. I don't think the Thunder one is though. The only problem is that it is the Thunder pick and that it's this year, and the Thunder are definitely getting the 30th pick. So, but I mean, hey, the NBA's evolved. You know, just because you get a second round pick, a late round pick, doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad pick. Scouting is as good as it ever was. Players are as good as they ever are, or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Um, Dallas now has, you know, no rush. Let's see if this was another thing. Victor Wembanyama's minutes restriction. Karl Anthony Towns' new offense. It's not what I was looking for. Yeah, my bad. I'm getting off track. I like it for the Wizards. I like it for Dallas. I don't love it for either one. I'll just have to see what the on-court stuff looks like next year with the Wizards, and again, if they get the top draft pick, whatever. Um, yeah, and then the Dallas. I just did the thing. The Mavericks. They got their picks. They can build. They can build in the future. There's some more trades though that I'm gonna go through that have already came out, and I'm gonna go over them right now. Chicago Bulls are trading Coby White and Mike Conley Jr. to the Charlotte Hornets for Colin Sexton, Ousmane Dang, and 3 second-round picks. So that's, I had somebody in my group chat say that they didn't like the trade. And then I had to remind them that the Bulls want draft capital, and they got 3 second-round picks, which again, the NBA has evolved. Just because it's a second-round pick doesn't mean it's a bad pick. Draft capital is draft capital now. Sure, the higher the pick, the easier it is to land somebody that's going to be great. But that doesn't mean that everybody's trash if you get them in the second round. You know what I mean? Um, for the Bulls, other than that, they get Colin Sexton. I like Colin Sexton. You could probably flip Colin Sexton just like you did with Mike Conley Jr. I would. I think I would like Colin Sexton on my favorite team, if you know what I'm saying. If we get rid of some other guards, wink. Uh, anyways, you could probably flip Colin Sexton. You're getting draft capital. You can keep. They're literally doing Kenny Beecham, King of the Fourth Quarter Classic right now. You get assets and you flip them. Coby White, I know he was loved in Chicago. He's going to be loved in Charlotte. I think he's going to fit in great over there in Charlotte. He's just going to help improve their already great offense, and they're just going to keep rolling, man. Plus, I'm pretty sure that if the Hornets make it to the playoffs or overtake the Bulls record or something, that they get another pick or something like that. I could be wrong. But I think that that's something. And so by giving them one of their players to help them contend, they're also helping themselves. So for the Bulls, don't hate it. I do think maybe if you would have waited till Thursday and a team panics, like let's say the Timberwolves don't get Giannis, maybe you could have got a first round pick, but then again, it's 3 seconds. For the Hornets, again, you add Coby White, Mike Conley, great vet to have. I don't know if he's going to play. Don't even know if they're going to keep him. But Coby White, bucket. The only problem, you're going to have to pay him. And I actually don't know if that's a problem for the Hornets. I don't know what their cap space looks like. But he's going to help them regardless of the situation. He's going to be good. The last thing that I have so far, unless a notification comes through while I'm recording, is that the Los Angeles Clippers, Brooklyn Nets, and Toronto Raptors have agreed on a multi-team deal, sending Chris Paul to the Raptors and Ochai Agbaji, a 2032 Raptors second-rounder, and cash to the Nets, sources tell ESPN. The Raptors will not require Chris Paul to report to the team and could still discuss trades involving him over the next day. Toronto is now out of the tax. Brooklyn picks up an asset and cash to cover Ochai's salary, and the Clippers clear a roster spot and save $7 million in tax. So it seems like everybody wins. Chris Paul can still go somewhere else. He gets the say, I guess, as long as the team that he wants to. Excuse me. As long as the team that he says he wants to go to wants him, everybody's a winner here. Good trade. That's literally all I have so far. I mean, there's some rumors, you know, but there's not like anything else official yet. Oh wait! I'm tripping. Jared McCain. Where's it at? My bad. I knew I was forgetting something. Jared McCain got traded. That's a big one. I like Jared McCain a lot, and I hope that he succeeds. Here we go. Whoop! I just clicked on the wrong thing. The Philadelphia 76ers are trading guard Jared McCain to the Oklahoma City Thunder for a 2026 Rockets first round pick and 3 second round picks. So Jared McCain gets flipped for 4 picks, 1 first round, 3 second rounders. The talented McCain lands on the reigning NBA champions. For the 76ers, the trade allows them to receive assets, clear space in the glut of guards, and give them flexibility to bring Quentin Grimes back in free agency. It also allows them to convert two-way Dominic Barlow. So it seems, Jared McCain has been struggling this season. Unfortunately, I like Jared McCain. I hope Jared McCain succeeds. He gets over to the Oklahoma City Thunder, where literally he's probably just there to help them with their shooting problem. The only problem is he's having a shooting problem. He's not very efficient, right? Like, at least last time I checked. I don't know how his last couple games have been, but I don't hate it for either team. Quentin Grimes gets to come back. They get Dominic Barlow. I don't hate it for the 76ers, although I do kind of feel bad for Jared McCain because, like, last year before he got hurt, he was averaging like 20 points. He looked really good. They were like, this is the guy. He's going to help Tyrese. This is part of our future. And then he got hurt. They drafted VJ. VJ looks really good. I just kind of feel bad for Jared McCain, but I hope that if for some reason Jared McCain sees this video, or at least this portion of the video, I hope you succeed. Don't let this get to your head. Wasn't in God's plan, wasn't in his deck of cards he gave you, but you still get another chance. Take that chance, run with it, be great, shoot the lights out. Maybe win another championship for OKC or with OKC. And those are all the notifications I have so far. I'm sure as soon as I end this video, something crazy is going to happen. But if something does happen, if it's a big enough trade to make a single video about, I will. If it's not, I'll wait till tomorrow and compile all of the trades together, probably after work, just like I did today. With that being said, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know who your favorite team should target between today and tomorrow, and what you would give up to get them. Me, for example, I'm a Warriors fan. We're still in talks of Giannis. Obviously, that's kind of boring to be like, yeah, I want Giannis because it's Giannis. Obviously, I want Giannis. So, in my not mentions, what is it? On my my homepage, I follow a bunch of Warriors fans, obviously. And I see stuff that's like, hey, if the Timberwolves really want Giannis really bad, the Bucks are probably going to have to get Julius Randle back. What if we took on Julius Randle? 3-team trades like that. And so when I was driving today, I was thinking another team that was interested, which doesn't sound like they are anymore, but I'm just going to say it anyways. Another team that was interested was the Portland Trailblazers, and they were going to team Dame and Giannis back up. Except the Portland Trailblazers they definitely have a better supporting cast than the Bucks had. Plus, they would have, his old friend Drew Holiday, and yeah. So, in my head, I was thinking, well, the Bucks are going to ask for Denny, and the Bucks picks back, and probably, some other stuff. Wouldn't surprise me if they asked for Donovan Clingan. Don't know if they would get Donovan Clingan, but it wouldn't surprise me if they asked for him. yeah, my thought process was they're gonna ask for Denny for sure. So what if we send them some more picks for Denny? Denny's on a great. Denny might be on the best contract in the NBA right now, outside of like rookie contracts. He's he's good. He's good at basketball. What can I say? He's a dog. I've loved Denny since uh, his rookie season. I've wanted him on the Warriors. When I saw that he got traded to the Portland Trailblazers for, I forgot what it was. It was like something something in some seconds, I think. I was like, dude, what's my GM doing? Anywho, that was a little rant. Something I do very well when it comes to Warriors talk. Uh, that's it for the video. See ya.